One, two, three. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy again. I am going to show you a little bit of clip about VDM and why I believe that VDM is backed by the government. VDM is being used by the system in Nigeria to destabilize social media, to also stop critic, also to stop any movement because the people are the voice. The people are the one that echo what is going on in the society. And unfortunately, that is no longer happening. This current government of Jagaban, they are doing a lot that Nigerian people need to be aware of. But unfortunately, what we have now is very dark man, and every day on ending is very dark man. Now, I am going to show you a little bit of clip of this guy manipulative tactic. He's a manipulator, a blackmailer, and at the most, he's a government agent and is actually working fine for the government. I want to ask you a question. If you are Tinubu government now, would you want very dark man to stop doing all this thing that he's doing? No. In short, if you have a chance to give very dark man 2 million more follower, you add it to it for him. You add it to his account for him so that his messages can even take over the internet space, the social media space, this and over within a time. Now, this is the VDM calling out TVC recently and asking TVC to invite him over to come and reply what D1 said about him. And I do want you to pay attention to the words that are coming out of his mouth. Very important. I'm going to play it for you when he said this thing. He made this video a couple of days ago and he was asking TVC to invite him over because he needed to come and reply. D1 is a comedian that has been dragging him for whatever reason. I don't care. But the most important thing is this. He made a call out to TVC. He made a call out to TVC and he asked the TVC, invite me over. I would like to come and defend myself on your platform. For whatever reason, I don't know if that invitation is forthcoming, but that invitation actually came, and it came on the same video Very Dark Man is talking about. Now, listen to this, what VDM say here.
All right. So first of all, happy Sunday to you guys. Second of all, please, guys, start TVC News on this post. Please start TVC News on this post because I want to go and
he's asking you to tag
over
TVC.
some allegation that one of their guests made on their TV station recently. So yesterday, a guest was invited to TVC News where the person made some allegations about me. One of the allegations is that I took 20 million from my NGO account and I used it for something else, therefore accusing me of fraud. Another allegation was that I am into men. And all these things were said without evidence. So TVC News, since there was no evidence and some people already believe, I want to come and defend myself on your TV station. Please send me an invitation. So guys, tag them to send me an invitation. Now, after defending myself, I would like to also talk about something.
Now, this is the part that I want you to listen to. After defending myself, I will also talk about some part. Listen.
Talk about these things, which is really important for us Nigerians. You know, it's really important. Number one, I'll start with the first one before I list the others. The first one is that there's a revelation.
Hold on, guys.
Made by one politician in the US, and this revelation is very scary. That the US aid was funding Boko Haram and sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria that have claimed the life of a lot of people. So APC governments need to come out and tell us if this revelation was true, if this revelation is true or not, because it's scary and crazy. It's really scary and crazy. So they have been using us to play politics. So all those talk of say Boko Haram, now Islam motivated, now Muslims they do am, now this one, where they talk say they say no to Western education, now why did they pie people? You understand? Now they are saying that it was politically motivated. And I'm also hearing that it was motivated to push Goodluck Ebele Jonathan out of office. That's number one. Now, number two, there are some loans that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu have collected, and I don't know where all these loans have gone to. Right now, let's start with this one. It says 600,000 students have received loans worth 104 billion federal government under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu government. So these 600,000 students, who are they? We need to see their names. You see, recently, Davido share money for orphanage. He lists the names of the orphanage. They even put them all over the news. So we want to see these 600,000 students. Do you understand? And want to ask questions. Did they really get it? Or now una go fabricate the story so that una go use and chop money? So I want to ask Tinubu, since I didn't get the station, maybe he will answer. So please. Secondly, Nigeria has secured $1.1 billion AFDB loan to provide electricity for 5 million people by 2026. President Tinubu. So here's the question, President Tinubu. So you want to use $1.1 billion for lives for 5 million people, and we get over 300 million people for Nigeria. If you decide to buy Meccano for all of them, if you buy Meccano for all of them, the Kano Gen wey go dey run 24 hours, they supply them petrol for diesel for 1 year, e still no chop 1.1.
Okay, now this is something that Very Dark Man said a couple of days ago. He made a video and he was calling out TVC, that TVC should invite him over and his supporters should go and tag TVC because he wants to come there and clear the air, which is okay, said and good. Then he followed it up and disinvited himself by saying, I heard that Tinubu owns the station. I am coming there to ask about USAID allegation that they were sponsoring, which was declared on the Senate House in America, that they are sponsoring Boko Haram and the money was coming from US to those Boko Haram members and those sponsoring it. He will say he wanted to ask Tinubu. He also said he wanted to ask Tinubu about the loan. Okay. Now, this is the manipulation of this guy. He does not want to go to TVC. VDM does not want to go to TVC. Now, he said he wants to ask Tinubu to talk about how many 600,000 students that they paid money to. He wants their names and he wants their information. And he wants Nigerian government, he wants to ask Tinubu to say yes or no, was Boko Haram, was USAID sponsoring Boko Haram? Just listen to that back and forth nonsense that you are hearing. What this guy is doing is basically manipulating his followers. He's not manipulating me, a critical thinker like me. He's manipulating his follower, which are very gullible. And I mean this thing. They are gullible set of people. The reason I say this is because they don't ask questions. They just followed. How can you say you are coming to TVC to come and debunk what D1 said about you? In the same frame of thought, the same post, you say you are coming there to drag the president. And you also remind them that you heard that the owner of the station is Tinubu. This is what you're coming to do. It's exactly comment section kind of conversation he wants to take to that station. And nobody's going to invite him for that nonsense, literally. But his supporters will not understand. This is where you get the whole gist. VDM is manipulating, and he's manipulating so obvious that it doesn't take anybody with any smart brain to cut him. He was already invited. VDM had been invited already. On the same video, he said the guy defend him. On that video, the presenter, whom VDM is now insulting, has invited him to come and give his own side of the story. Hold on a second. Let me show you. This is the interview that VDM say he wants his follower to tag TVC to invite him. But what he's not telling his follower is that he's already been invited. He just want to bravogado his way. He just want to blackmail the station. That's what he want to do. He just want to do the usual attention diverting from the real story. Listen to this.
Of course, we also expect and we will appreciate if VDM can also come and have his say on this platform and many others. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much for
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for coming and talking to us. Of course,
coming.
we also expect and we will appreciate if VDM can also come and have his say on this platform and many others. Thank you so much for coming.
Now, after the interview with D1, the presenter said, we will appreciate and welcome VDM to come and have his own side of the story, if he want to come and have his own side of the story. Now, for me, in a media world, which I believe VDM should know better, this is an open invitation. If there's any podcast that says something about you that you want to go and correct, and the podcast say, okay, we want you to come and correct these things. We heard this about you. The allegation is out there. Come over and correct it. That is an invitation. But VDM ignored it because he knows his followers. He knows his supporter. Then he went to make a post and said, the post I've just showed you now, I want you guys to go and tag TVC. And throughout the last 3 days, all of his supporters are now going there to troll the platform and social media platform of TV station. This is VDM for you. He has diverted attention. The reason he did that is because he doesn't want to go to the TV station. He's not intending to drag Mr. President. He's using that as an alibi not to be invited into the station, right? VDM, watch this video. He knows that the invitation for him to come over is an open one. but he didn't go. Now, when TVC posted this video yesterday, they made the following statement about it. Let me pause it.
Thank you so much.
They made the following statement about it. He said, this is to confirm that TVC already extended an open invitation to Martin Vincent Ortiz, popularly known as Very Darkman, on Saturday the 15th, following allegation made by comedian D1 during our weekend breakfast show, as captured in the clip. And this is the post. And they said, we also welcome Very Darkman to come and clarify his own part. Now, VDM went and made a post inviting his millions of followers to go and throw the page. They went and throw the page. He's still not getting the necessary result. Look at what he resort to next. I want you to listen to this. Then you will know what a manipulative guy. And he's being used, literally. He's being used. I know the people. When the state CID or the police are using you, they will tell you what to do. Sometimes they can even make you to insult them in order to present that you guys are on different team, but it's one team. It's the government team. All of this pushing make no sense. If he really want to go to TVC, he don't need to add the letter that he said, I am coming there to drag you about the loan, about this. VDM platform is bigger than TVC platform. He could have used it. No, he want to be dramatic about it. He want to shift attention again. It was D1 that said something against him. It was Nedu that he's attacking. It was D1 that went to the station to say something about him. It is the presenter he's attacking. When has VDM ever come out and went straight to where his attention is actually needed? He's always diverting. As if that not enough, VDM came out again. He said this.
The invites from TVC News to come and defend myself on their channel. Up till now, I don't wait. I know see him. Now, depending when I get the invite, you see this presenter, you be fool.
Now, he said he has not received the invite from TVC. He's waiting until he get the invite. I've just played the invite for you now. So that is not an invite enough for VDM. I don't know what he's trying to do. He want them to send Emir of Kano to him. I don't understand. Now, he did not stop there. He has gone on the presenter and he's been personal, calling the guy all sorts of names. Why are you calling the guy out? What has he done? Listen.
Now, when I don't see the way they sabi they push narrative, now where you go take say all these TV stations and most of these news channels, all of them, no credibility, all. It's either this work for this or they work for that. None of them they do their thing straight. All of them get their payment stars. Now, while that interview they go on with that one, they can't carry evidence. According to them, will carry evidence, show this guy. Come ask the guy, say, you see the evidence? That one say yes. Say, yeah. What evidence did you see? You go tell Nigerians. So, I want one to expose me. And when I go post that evidence for online. When I must expose Very Darkman, when I go post that thing, maybe all Nigeria see. They are getting evidence on I see, near mine. When I go post them. When I go post, you see the way they push narrative. Like I see you saw something. Tell us what you saw. You nodded your head and you even say, yeah, in agreement. So tell us what you saw. Tell Nigerians. When Nigerians want to see them, expose Very Darkman. I want people to expose me. Post me and the man. Post me where I'm fraudulent. Post me where I am fraudulent. Now me the begun and I'm gonna expose me. Sure that say Very Darkman agege. Post me. I want to see that man. You see how crazy it is. That fool where they did.
Now, he's always trying to speak Hausa, and because he's appealing to the north, that's what he's doing. Unfortunately, it's not going to work. Now, you said they should send invitation. VDM, this is an invitation for you. You've been invited already on the day one. DM them and show us the DM where you accept the invitation that I will just play for you here. This invitation. You go in personal, insulting this guy. It's not cutting it for anyone. Only for your gullible follower. Okay? You going about and calling this guy out. It's not cutting it. You've been invited. This is the invitation.
We also expect and we will appreciate if VDM can also come and have his say on this platform and many others. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much for
Thank you for coming.
Listen again.
Coming and talking to us. Of course, we also expect and we will appreciate if VDM can also come and have his say on this platform.
Now, okay, they will go and throw the guy. They will go on his private account. They will go on his family. They will go on his wife. This is the danger of this Vincent, aka Very Daft Boy. This is the danger of this guy, but you people cannot see it. You people cannot read to it. Which evidence did you see? Show us the evidence. You must provide the evidence. Bro, you've been invited already. Go there. Stop making noise. Go there and ask the question. If you are really smart, go there and ask the question. It's as simple as that. But this is what he deploy all the time. Manipulation, blackmailing, aggressive, rudeness, insultive, condescending. That is his behavior. And it's quite unfortunate that Nigerians are not seeing the danger of this guy. You can see it. You are not looking at it. Now, he is now insulting TVC presenter. That is the same station he want to go, the same group of people he want to go. This is what he does. He divert attention from the real issue. He divert attention from the real issue. For his supporter now, he's criticizing the government. He want to go to TVC and criticize Tinubu. He want to go to TVC and ask Tinubu, tell us, did you collect money from USAID? Tell us, what are you doing with 500,000? Give us names. Does that make any sense? Of course, it makes sense for his followers. That is the irony of social media and influencers. So, and I tell you something, I'm going to ask this question before I close this chapter. If you are government, do you see VDM as advantage to you or disadvantage to you? Who is Minister of Information in Nigeria? We don't know it because their work has been idle. We remember when Lai Mohammed was existing, VDM was nowhere to be found. Lai Mohammed was sweating every day because Nigerian civil society was active and they used social media to criticize Buhari, and Lai Mohammed was everywhere, up to the point they wanted to ban social media. They did ban Twitter. Do you think Tinubu had a problem with social media now? He doesn't. VDM is doing all the attention diversion for him. During the Christmas period, 35 people, young kids, basically lost their life in Ibadan. About 70 across the country. And all of these people went to look for food to eat. While that news was breaking, VDM came out with somebody hacked my account prank, and Nigerians grabbed it and people were driving it. And nobody was looking at what was happening in the society, diverting attention, constantly diverting attention for removing heat from the government. Now I have a question to ask you guys. Recently, a young lady was completely unalive in Abuja by the so-called boyfriend, Timmy, or whatever Timmy they called him. Now, when this young lady was unalive, the young lady was basically chopped up in 6 groups and divided into bags. And the guy, the perpetrator, took the head and traveled 35 minutes away from the location where this incident took place. Where was this guy going to? Where was Timmy taking the head to? Now, the police arrested the guy, and the police said, this is the guy they got. Nobody else need to be looked at. The family of the girl has been traveling all over human rights activists and saying that they want to fight because they believe this guy was just a figurehead. There are more to this than meet the eye. You cannot pie somebody and divide it in 6 pieces, then carry the head and travel 35 minutes away until you get caught along the road. That something sinister is happening, that this looked like this guy was distributing the body and the human is meant for consumption. The guy said this, the family went to Berekete. How many times did you hear VDM dragging the police about it? How many times? He doesn't talk anything against government. EFCC went and arrested Mr. Easy from Lagos, took the guy to Ilorin, locked him up, right, for 9 days, according to VDM. Then closed all the guy's account, suspended all of his account activity. Then, after the guy suffered enough in EFCC prison in Ilorin, by the way, there's a prison in Lagos. The EFCC decided to transfer him to Ilorin on the petition of whatever. According to VDM, he says Mr. Chinwe that did the petition. But it was EFCC that carried the assignment out, even though EFCC should have no business with litigation that involves civil case, like contract disagreement, which was the content, what they are contending about. I signed, you should sing for me, so record. This is contract. Now, EFCC went out of their way, arrested the guy, took the guy to Ilorin, locked him up for 9 days, escort him to the bank under duress, according to VDM, forced the guy to withdraw $270,000 and give it to Mercy Chinwe. Now, when the news finally came out, whichever means it comes out, because his supporters are always defending, Mercy Chinwe said this, Mercy Chinwe is a gossip singer. I don't do that. When the news finally came out, who do we supposed to be dragging if VDM really is working to change the society as we know it? We are supposed to be dragging EFCC. Who was VDM dragging? Mercy Chinwe. Once again, Mercy Chinwe and all of his supporters went to Mercy Chinwe. Mercy Chinwe was just an ordinary citizen who pressed the system and used the system the same way you bribe the police to drive through. The same way you do. Mercy Chinwe did that. But to change the system is to call out the system that is so rotten that allow themselves to be used by private individuals. VDM did not do that much. VDM made a video about it. The next day, VDM deleted that video and said, oh, some powerful hand deleted the video. Then he concentrated his attention on Mercy Chinwe and begin to drag this woman. And his supporters were insulting this woman. And EFCC was spared. In the case of Bobrisky, EFCC was the one that was alleged to have collected 15 million to drop money laundering charges. EFCC was the one. The prison service was the one to allege to have collected money to put Bobrisky in a hotel. Bobrisky has no power to put herself in a hotel or an apartment. Bobrisky have no power to drop charges. It was the offer that the system gave to him. He accepted. Who are we supposed to be dragging? The system. VDM did not. VDM concentrated all of his attention on Bobrisky until Bobrisky ran away from Nigeria. Now, every time I hear VDM supporters saying VDM is doing so great in this, no, VDM is a blackmailer. The reason why some people don't want to drag with him is because of his follower who throw on their page and insult them and bully them, and people just give in. VDM is being used by the government. 10 Falana cannot win VDM in the court of law in Nigeria, because for the government, VDM is doing a fantastic job of diverting attention. If Showore tweet now, nobody will hear it. If David Hussein says something, nobody will hear it. Let VDM say something. I have seen this kind of movie before, and it doesn't end well. It does not end well, ladies and gentlemen. So VDM is backed up by the government. He's an agent, and he's being used for one purpose and one purpose only: divert the attentions of the public. Now, he said he want to ask Tinubu a question. Bro, you got the biggest platform. Do it there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my own, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. When it comes to this, I will always say my mind, and my mind is that my voice cannot be silent. For VDM followers, please engage your head. Support him, but engage your rational thinking ability. Your brain is there to be used. Please use it. I beg of you, use it. Ask questions. Look at the pattern. Just ask question and look at the pattern. VDM is a blackmailer. That's who he is. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed this video, click subscribe on the subscribe button so you can receive more undiluted fact checking like this. For those of his followers that say we cannot criticize him, I pity you guys. I really feel sad for you guys. Because the day we stop criticizing one individual, then we'll have a problem. I thank you for joining today and hope to see you guys next time. Bye.